Hi everyone and welcome to City Daily. Just wanted to spend some time sharing what I've been looking at in the book of Jonah in the Bible. It's a book that's just got so much in it when you kind of like delve in and examine it. It's a book that you can kind of grow up with, isn't it? You start with Jonah and the whale and the disobedient prophet that turns it around and does what God has asked of him. But for me, that's not the main focus of Jonah. You can then look at like Nineveh and it being a Gentile city who repented and turned from its ways, and God had mercy on it, and the exciting message that has for us. But for me, that's not the main thrust of Jonah either. I think if the book of Jonah was about Nineveh, then it might have been easier for God to send Amos, Hosea, Micah, who were all Jonah's contemporary prophets at that time, who were operating at the same time as him. Surely God could have called one of them. If it was about Nineveh, it'd been probably a bit easier than working with Jonah. But for me, then that really explains what Jonah is about for me, that we see the Father heart of God, who is more invested in who we are than what we do. And we see his Father heart come into play a lot as he invests and spends time and guides and teaches Jonah in such an incredible way. It's like you see him sat next to Jonah and just counselling him through some of the thoughts and attitudes that have built up in him. The fact that Jonah was so eager to receive mercy and grace from God and forgiveness, yet was not able to extend that. And God, in his Father heart way, just wanting to just be with Jonah and work him through these things. And it's the same with us. And I remember a situation a little while ago where God did that for me. I was driving to the Eastville roundabout by IKEA in Bristol, and we're driving down. I found myself in the wrong lane, and I had to try and edge across into the lane that I should have been. And people were having a good day, I think. They were gracious to me and they let me through, and I was really pleased and happy about them doing that. But then I got to the other side of the roundabout and stopped at some lights and found someone wanting to do that to me and cut across. And I found myself being really indignant that how could somebody want to delay me? It was easily signposted. Can you see the signs? And I found myself getting really frustrated at this poor person. And as I was leaving the roundabout, God just did this parental masterclass in showing me what had happened, and the fact I too was willing to receive so much grace quite happily, but wasn't quite so happy to extend it, all within 30 seconds. And it was and we had a great conversation afterwards, me and God, just talking about what happened, what was in me, that all came out. And it was just a great time, God just loving me and guiding me. And I just want to encourage you this week that we can all go through situations, can't we, where sometimes maybe our patience is tested, or our mercy or compassion or generosity. All these things might come into play during our weeks, and there are times that we can respond very well, and there are times when we could be challenged in those, and that's when God really wants just to come as the Father heart and just sit with us and guide us and be with us through it. And so I just encourage you that if you come across any of those situations in your days, that you would just sit with Father God, who loves you and wants to guide you, because we are called to be his image bearers, and that's when we flourish the most. And not only do we flourish within ourselves, but we also are those lighthouses, aren't we, to the outside world, as when they see us, we display our Father and point them to our Father. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? So just want to encourage you this week just to turn to the Father with all of our situations and all of our things that we need to work on too. That's all for me. Have a blessed week, and hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.